Tonight, open the secret door inside you and instantly step into the posture of your future self. Lay down gently wherever you are. Let your limbs find their place and allow the surface beneath you to hold you. Feel the simple weight of your body, the small contact points where you meet the bed or floor, and let your eyes soften. There is nowhere to go and nothing you must do except rest into this moment. Begin by noticing your breath, the quiet rhythm that has been with you all day. There is no need to change it yet. Just follow its natural arc for a few breaths. Notice the coolness at the tip of the inhale and the warm release on the exhale. As you breathe, imagine a soft lantern sitting on a low table beside you. Its glass is clear but warm to the touch, and inside a small, steady flame waits. That flame is not demanding, it simply holds a light. Let the image of the lantern settle in your mind as if it sits on the edge of your awareness. Gently bring your attention to your body, from the top of your head down to your toes. Notice any places of tension and allow them to arrive and soften. Your forehead can let go, your jaw can unclench, your shoulders can drop a fraction more. Feel the rib cage rise and fall with each breath. Let your belly soften. As you scan down the arms and through the torso to your legs, imagine the lantern's flame sending a warm hush through your chest, and let that warmth loosen any tightness it finds. You are safe. Rest is a permission you can give yourself now. Now, in your mind, approach the lantern. See how the flame responds to your presence. Steady, welcoming, patient. Choose a single word that captures what you most need tonight. It might be rest, courage, ease, patience, steadiness, or something only you know. Whisper this word gently inward. You do not need to speak it aloud unless you want to. As you offer that word, see the flame accepted, folding it into light as if the word itself becomes a warm thread spun into the flame. Notice the immediate tilt inside you, the subtle realignment that happens in one small instant when your intention is named. You may feel a little lighter, a little calmer. You may feel nothing dramatic at all, and that is fine. The point is the posture you have taken by naming this single word. If you would like, write that one small word in the comments below, as a quiet offering to others who are also closing their eyes and choosing an intention tonight. Nothing more is required, just one word. Taking the lantern in hand, you rise in your imagination and begin to walk. A corridor stretches ahead, gentle and long, whose walls carved with small symbols and scenes, shallow reliefs that look like memories frozen in soft stone. With each step, notice the texture beneath your feet, a smooth, worn path, warmed by countless steps. The air here carries the scent of cedar and faint honey, and there is a soft humming, like someone humming a tune just beyond understanding. The carvings along the wall are tactile, a wave traced by fingertips, a ladder of tiny stars, a knot that loosens as you look at it. Each carving is a memory, a lesson, a practice you once tried. Some are bright and proud, some hold the gentle ache of attempts that didn't turn out the way you hoped. Pause for a moment and simply notice one of those carvings. Allow compassion to touch the place where disappointment or frustration still sits. See that each effort you made, whether it felt like failure or small progress, has been training, small repetitions that taught muscle and heart. Feel the corridor acknowledging you. It does not demand correction, only recognition. A soft thought comes. You practiced the shape of this change long before you saw its reflection. That practice matters. You do not need to fix anything now. You only need to honor the training, breath by breath. As you walk deeper, the light from the lantern warms the walls. Tiny motes of dust rise and glow like planets in a slow orbit. You notice a mild tension around your ribs or in the base of your neck. Greet it with kindness. Say to it without judgment, "Thank you for keeping me safe." Let the acknowledgement be enough. Feel the tension loosen, as if the corridor itself is breathing with you, making room. Ahead, the corridor narrows slightly and the carvings become more intricate, delicate patterns, symbols that feel almost like invitations rather than records. There is a threshold here, a wooden door rimmed with pale quartz that hums faintly when the lantern light brushes it. The surface of the door is warm under your hand. Standing beside it is a gentle figure, a guardian whose presence is steady and quiet. They are neither distant nor imposing, more like an old friend who waits with patience. The guardian offers you a small key of light. It fits perfectly into the curve of your palm, warm as a river stone. You can feel its slight weight and the way it hums in tune with the lantern. This key knows the shape of your story. It is shaped for the door that holds the version of you are going to meet. There is no testing here, only an invitation. When you place the key to the lock, you may open this door and enter. Place the key against the seam. You do not need force, only intention. As the key turns, hear a soft, welcoming sound, like pages turning in a well-loved book. The door swings inward on quiet hinges. Beyond it, a chamber opens, spacious but intimate, lit by 100 suspended lights that drift like slow fireflies. The air here smells of warm linens and orange peel. Objects rest on low pedestals, a folded silver bowl, a small map with a single path drawn, a smooth river stone that catches and keeps the light. Each object hums with history, not of grand successes, but of steady, small practices that added up. In the center of the chamber stands your future self. They are familiar, an older version of you, or simply a steadier one, radiant not in brightness, but in clarity. Their voice is calm, steady, and not distant. When they smile, it is the kind of smile that recognizes all you have done and forgives all that you have not. There is no pounding pressure for rapid change here. Instead, there is an offering of perspective and a few small, practical tools that fit into the life you already lead. Hear this exchange as if it were a conversation beneath a soft blanket of sound. Your future self says, "You were practicing. You were building the muscles of steadiness with small repetitions. The days you thought you failed were the days the habit tucked itself deeper under the surface. Keep choosing the small tasks. Keep choosing the kind step." You may respond inwardly. There is space to say what you need. The future self's tone is matter-of-fact and kind. Start with a moment that arrives before bed, they say. Take 5 deep breaths, slow and full, and then whisper your one-word intention to the lantern each night. Do that and let the habit gather like settled dust, quiet, steady, almost invisible. Over time, the invisible becomes the foundation. They reach into a small fold and press a token into your palm, a pebble the color of river glass. It is cool, smooth, and slightly warm against your skin as soon as you touch it, as if it remembers sunlight. This will remind you, your future self says, to return. Not every night needs perfection. Much of this life is steady practice, not dramatic overhaul. They hand you a tiny folded note made of thin paper. You unfold it and read 3 words written in a familiar hand. You are coming home. Allow those words to rest in your chest. Feel the phrase as an anchor more than a promise of immediate outward change. Feel it as an inner alignment that can happen in a single, quiet instant. You may notice an immediate shift, a softening, a slight unclenching, a new posture in your breath. This is the instant the title promises, not a guarantee that everything outside will rearrange overnight, but a felt turning toward the person you are becoming. Notice it. Let it be enough. Your future self presses one simple practical habit into you as well. Before you rest, take these 5 breaths intentionally. Inhale deep and full, exhale long and releasing. After that, whisper your word to the flame, or to the token, or to the feeling that lives in your chest. Small, gentle repetition builds a path. The guidance is practical and kind. Keep it short, keep it doable, and let compassion travel with you if some nights are missed. You stay in the chamber for a while, letting the suspended lights trace slow circles around you. The lantern's warmth has settled into your palms and chest. Repeat inwardly, softly, an anchor phrase that holds the moment. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to rest. Let the phrase land in different places, across the sternum, behind the eyes, under the shoulders, and notice how it reshapes the space. Repeat again with another phrase. I am aligning with my truest path. I am aligning with my truest path. I am aligning with my truest path. Feel the sense of direction more than a destination, an alignment that can be experienced now, in the breath and the warmth. And once more, hold this phrase. I am the keeper of my intention. I am the keeper of my intention. I am the keeper of my intention. Say it with mild certainty, without pressure, like a quiet promise you make to yourself and keep with gentle attention. The future self closes their hand around yours, giving a small, encouraging squeeze. You can return to this chamber, they say, any night you need to. The door is always here, and sometimes simply naming the word will be enough to tilt your posture. The change often happens inwardly before it becomes visible outwardly. Trust the tiny steps. When you are ready, bring the lantern back into your hand. Thank your future self and step back through the doorway. The guardian nods with the same gentle steadiness. Walk the corridor home at a slow, unhurried pace. Notice how the carvings that once looked like attempts now glimmer with use. The knots have become patterns, the waves look like the work of hands that learned a rhythm. Each carving is a blessing in a different language. You tried, you adjusted, you tried again, as if carrying only what you will need tonight: the lantern, the rubber stone, the folded note. Return to the surface where you lay down. Keep the lantern image faint and comforting by your side. Bring your attention once more to your breath. If it feels helpful, make the next breaths a little more deliberate. Inhale for a gentle count of 4, feeling the belly expand. Exhale for a longer count of 6, letting the belly soften and the shoulders relax. Inhale 4, exhale 6. Inhale 4, exhale 6. Allow the rhythm to become a slow tide within you. Let your final inward repetitions rest easy now. Whisper once more, quietly and without effort. I am allowed to rest. I am aligning with my truest path. I am the keeper of my intention. These phrases are not tasks, they are gentle ways to return to yourself. You may now tuck the river stone under a pillow, hold it in your hand, or simply carry its presence as a small, steady memory. Know that the alignment you felt can be accessed again. Not as a magic guarantee, but as an internal doorway you can open when you choose. The practice is simple: 5 deep breaths, a whispered word, and the permission to be gentle with yourself. If this opens something gentle for you, consider subscribing for more guided journeys like this, quiet invitations to meet yourself with kindness. Rest now. The lantern's flame continues to hold your word. The corridor breathes with you. You are coming home. Sleep now, dear one.